Alright, this is question 9 for test 3 review, which is finding the best buy. And they're saying based on cost per unit, and this is what messes people up a lot of the time. Following the directions is the best way to go. You can do it as ounce per dollar, but what they're asking you to do is cost, which is dollar per unit. So you're really doing the dollar per ounce. Here's what happens to most people is you end up writing the ratios as they're written because we're so used to that. It's 8 ounces for $2. So we write our fractions as 8 over 2 and it is not wrong, but we have to understand what we're doing when we're doing that. That is ounce, and we'll use that abbreviation, per dollar. It's not dollar per ounce. So you have to pay attention when you get your comparisons. But we think in terms of cost per unit, which is dollar per ounce, not ounce per dollar. So that's where we have to be careful with this problem. The way to do it so that we're thinking in the same way that we talk, we have to put the fraction dollar over the ounce, so it's dollar per ounce. So then you'll have fractions of 2.08 over 8, and that's dollar per ounce. And you're going to compare that to, this is brand X. You'll compare it to brand Y, which then will be $4.20 over 20 ounces. And you will compare that to brand Z, which will be $5.52 over the 24 ounces. We're usually trained when we go to the grocery store to think that the one with the higher ounces is usually less per cost unit, because the bigger the thing you buy is usually the cheaper. But not in all cases, especially if it's different brands. And in this case, these are different brands. So you have to do the calculating. So when we're finding a best buy, what we're really doing is finding a unit rate. And a unit rate is simply over 1. So what you're doing, in other words, you're going to find the dollars per 1 ounce in each situation. And to find the unit rate, or the dollars per 1 ounce, you divide. So you don't have to reduce the fractions. What you're doing is just the division. So it's 8 into $2.08. And we'll use our calculator. So 2.08 divided by 8 equals 26 cents. So for the first one, it's 26 cents, or $0.26 per ounce. That's our unit rate, because it's per 1 ounce. And in this one, we will divide. So the division sets up like this, but remember, on a calculator, you're going to enter this one and then divide by that one. It's just the way you enter it in the calculator. So let's do that. I closed my calculator. So 4.2 divided by 20 is 21 cents. So that one is $0.21 per ounce. And in this one, we're going to divide the 24 into the 552, and let's get our calculator. 5 0.52 divided by 24 is 23 cents. I should have each of these cents, or it's a $0.23, which then we, in our language, we say as cents. But if we're using the decimal, we have to say dollar. So it's $0.23 per ounce, and that got really blurred into that equal sign. But here we have $0.23 per ounce, $0.21 per ounce, $0.26 per ounce. So really you're spending the least amount of money on the brand Y. Remember, if you're doing it the other way, ounces per dollar, you want to get the most amount of ounces per the dollar. So you have to look for the larger number. And when you're looking for dollar per ounce, and that's cost per unit, then you want to spend the least amount of money for the most amount of ounces. Okay, and that's that.